In this morning's Health Watch, adoption fraud. Adopting a child is an emotional process, and con artists are ready to take advantage of that. CBS News Chief Investigative Correspondent Armen Keteyian reports on an undercover investigation of one such adoption scam.
Go get it. Go get it.
After 4 frustrating years trying to have children of their own,
That's a good boy.
Holly and Mark Gonzalez decided to try adoption. Then last month, they got a call they had been waiting for from a woman who said her name was Christy Bennett.
She's got it all together, and she sounded fantastic. She couldn't keep the babies because they couldn't afford it.
Bennett said she was pregnant with a boy and a girl.
About a half an hour later, she sent me a text message saying, I think you're going to be great parents to the twins.
But the promise of twins turned out to be as empty as their nursery. The expectant mother on the phone, actually a Kansas City con artist named Roxanne Janelle Jones, driven by greed.
Okay, so you need $100 right now?
Posing as a mother looking to adopt, we found and made contact with Jones, who told our producer her name was not Christy Bennett, but Cindy Stevens.
Give me a hug.
Leading to this face-to-face meeting in a hotel suite wired with hidden cameras.
You're having twins, not triplets now, right?
Twins, a boy and a girl.
A boy and a girl?
Uh-huh.
You've got the sonograms that someday we can look at?
Yeah, I won't get them. My doctor has them in the file.
But they're saying they're healthy?
Oh yeah, very much so.
Well, how should we do it then? Would you allow my husband and I to be in the room?
I want you guys to be in there. I want both of you to be in the delivery room. I want the doctors to hand the babies to you guys.
And as we discovered what Jones did to the Gonzalezes and was trying to do to us,
I don't ever want them to feel that I didn't love them. And that's
had been done many times before. Armen Keteyian, CBS News, Kansas City, Missouri.
And you can see Armen's full report on adoption scams tonight on the CBS Evening News with Katie Korek. Holly and Mark Gonzalez join us now, along with Adam Pertman, Executive Director of the Evan B. Donaldson Adoption Institute. He's also the author of Adoption Nation, How the Adoption Revolution is Transforming Our Families in America. Good morning to the three of you. And Holly, I can see you getting emotional by watching that report. You see that, and you see what this woman did, obviously did to you. What are your thoughts when you see her basically taking this scam now to other families? Just so happens to be one of our behind-the-scenes producers.
It's so, watching her right now, again, she said the exact same things to us, exactly the same things. I want you to be in the room. She's just really compelling, and it's very hard to watch.
Is
it's
it
hard
difficult
to watch again, yeah.
to go back and think of all, I mean, I could see the two of you sitting here, she said that exact same thing.
She did.
That's exactly the line she used.
did.
I mean, she's got this down pat. Why did she seem so convincing, do you think, when you look back?
I think she had it practiced. I think she had it completely, she had the routine down. She knew exactly what to say.
Yeah.
She had, and I think she kept to the same story very, very often. That just in that little clip right there, it's basically she's saying the same thing she said to us.
Do you harbor more anger by seeing her up to this dirty trick?
Yeah.
With other people?
Yeah.
I'd say so.
Yeah. And Mark, what's it been like? You went through this just like Holly did, and as a couple to have to go through something like this when you've been trying so long to have a baby.
It just really kind of set you back. You really were excited about having the opportunity to get twins, girls no less. So, and when that was taken from you, you got to start all over again, and kind of seeing that just brings back all that emotion.
Were there any times, Holly, during the process where there was a red flag raised that you said, well, you know what, this seems so great, but now, uh-oh?
There were several red flags, and we chose to ignore them because of the hope that this was happening. There were things you couldn't reach her on a cell phone, or every time she would call you, the calls were dropped. You could text her, and then she may answer, or she may have a friend answer for her. Yeah, there were many red flags, and we...
Is it the euphoria of knowing that you're so close? Yeah. Is that what makes you look the other way with something, with some of the red flags? I mean, Mark, at any point did you say, you know what, we really need to kind of step back with our expectations here?
Yeah, they got so blatant. We just really had to say enough was enough, and you can't ignore them too much longer, but you really want to believe. That's why you ignore them for so long, because this is something we've wanted for quite a long time, and you're so close, everything's happening, and then it just, you got to stop and say enough is enough.
Adam, you've seen this happen time and time again with couples that are getting scammed like this. Do you have tips for folks out there that are looking to adopt?
It's worth saying that it doesn't happen often, and that's merciful. There are bad people out there. There are bad people in journalism and medicine and on the internet getting old people's money through bank accounts when they promise $2 million. In our world, in the adoption world, unfortunately, the consequences are so hugely emotional that it can be blinding, and we can miss red flags.
What do you tell people to look out for?
First and foremost, well, I don't tell them to look out per se, because you see the red flags because they're there. Number 3 on the list of things to do is, well, let's go 1, 2, 3. First, educate yourself. You know, too many people go into this process of being an adoptive parent thinking all I need to do is pay my agency, pay my facilitator, and it goes. You put more time and effort finding a new doctor, buying a new car. Yeah. You need to really educate yourself with internet resources, support groups. There's lots of good stuff. Yeah. Second, absolutely engage a professional. Yeah. You're not a pro at this just because you want to be a parent. And third, and this is gets to the point of the red flags, have your radar up. If something seems too good to be true, whether you're a birth mother, a pre-adoptive parent, whoever you are, if it seems too good to be true, it's probably too good to be true.
Adam, thank you for your expertise. Real quickly before we say goodbye to you guys, still gonna keep at it, keep trying?
Yeah.
No, definitely.
Yeah, our baby's out there somewhere.
Great.
We'll find.
Well, thank you for being with us. Holly and Mark, good to see you both. I wish you continued success, okay?
Thank you.